Hey, this is Sean Ray with Four Pillars, and today we're here with Mr. Garza, and he is going to be showing me the importance of kata in American Taekwondo, and maybe going over a few forms with us as well. And I'm looking forward to getting into it, because as of right now in these classes, I suck at katas. What is, for you, the importance of kata in this studio? From being a white belt all the way to black belt, why do we need kata?
Kata, to me, aside from the technique that it drives, has really taught me a lot of discipline, which is one of the most important aspects of martial arts, in my opinion. Uh, the practicing and practicing and practicing and tweaking little moves. You might even go through a whole kata for a year and realize, my hand's out of place that much. There's always something to improve on, and there's really never anything to run out of when it comes to improving your technique or how high your kicks are or you know your even the history behind kata, going over the meanings of the forms. That's one thing we'll always say in the class is we'll talk about what each kata means, all right, who it's named for, legendary founder of Korea, all that stuff. Yeah.
So what, for me, whenever I was learning way back in the day, I was a very ADD kid and I couldn't focus at all. They even kicked me out of actual elementary school and I had to be homeschooled because I was so all over the place.
Impressive.
And I'll probably chop in right here, videos of me as a kid when I started with my white belt. This was me. No, not the ones on the left that knew exactly what they were doing for their yellow belt test. I was the one on the far right that generally had no clue not only what I was doing, nor where I was at, and potentially what my name was. They put me into martial arts for the sense of trying to teach me discipline because they were at fear that I was going to be kicked out of the public school systems, I was being bullied, and my ADD was taking over every single part of my life. They figured that a martial arts instructor was the only one that could put me in shape. Turns out that wasn't the case. My martial arts instructor got so frustrated with me that I was actually kicked out of the school twice. You'll see at the end of this clip, my instructor Jack Balowski came up to me in the middle of the entire crowded room just to tell me, hey bro, you need help. You gotta stop looking at other people and focus on your form or else you're not gonna pass this test. Funny thing is, I later on became one of his main instructors and got my third degree black belt with him. So yeah, that's a video of me when I was a kid, and I couldn't stay still in class. I would be looking around, and I can't believe I actually got kicked out of my first Taekwondo school 2 times, and then my mom had to beg them to bring me back 2 different times, just because I was so disruptive. But then there was one form that really stood out. Like there was one form that really clicked. It wasn't just the boring, oh my God, why am I doing this? But then one form, which is Pasai, which you guys use here, but you guys say Basai.
Basai, yes.
And so that one was whenever I realized this connected to me. Like I really love this, and I even wanted to get so good at it that I would go at tournaments. What form was it for you that really clicked? Like when you took this, you're like, this is cool, man. I love this.
Uh, there's a lot I like, or at least a couple I like. I would say first it was Wanyo for me. Um, Now I've got to say Chug Moo is really one of those that sticks with me a lot, which maybe we can get out on the mat and do a little bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, Chug Moo I think is definitely at the top of my list.
Why do you like that form so much?
Um, well, I've got to be honest. There's a side of me where it's flashy moves. They're
Hmm.
nice, but there's a lot of moves that at first glance don't look like they do anything. Same for Wanyo. But when you break them down and you go through each move, that makes sense. It's like a story almost. You're actually seeing what's going on in the imaginary fight, right? Which is what the katas are essentially.
Yeah, well, with that being said, do you want to show me your favorite moves? You want to show me how to break down
Let's
your
do it.
favorite form? All right,
Absolutely.
let's do it.
Name of the form is Wanyo. It's named for a Korean monk. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in our ready position here. All right. Knees bent, and we'll fold with our right hand in chamber, left hand on top here, going into a box block over towards the weapons wall. All right. Reach out with that front hand. All right. And we're going to have this hand open for a chop as we bring it in. Good. Reach back out with that hand that was chopping. We're going to step in and punch. All right.
Is this a horse riding stance?
This is a back stance right here. All right. So what we did here was we reached out. We brought it into a cat stance to where I'm on the ball of my foot here at the front. I reach out and I step right back into that fighting stance. All right. I'm going to fold on the left hip this time. All right, sliding over, doing the same box block, out, good, chop, out, step back in, and punch. All right, now we're gonna fold in that exact same manner here on that right hip, and we're gonna take our front leg back here for a side kick, landing into a pseudo towards the mirrors. All right, slide forward pseudo, slide forward pseudo, slide forward spear thrust, Kia.
Yep.
All right, you wouldn't want it behind your elbow. All right, simple leverage thing. You'd want it out here on the forearm. Keep it supported.
This is a groin attack,
Yes, sir.
then grab, and then when you pull over, like you're grabbing
Yes, sir.
and then pulling. And so I thought that was interesting. I don't know if
Yes,
that's
sir.
how you got taught it as well.
You know, similarly, I get towards the throat, grab something like that as well. When I do a pseudo, I'm out and I'm blocking the other direction. All right, so if you're coming in like one of our one steps where you punch, if I step off to the side, I'm hitting it out, I'm forcing it out, and I'm folding off the other way. Similarly, if I'm to jam, right, or if I'm here jamming the shoulder, you stop the shoulder, usually you'll stop the rest of that punch, right? So that's kind of where that folds. Extra force, yeah. Always those folds are for extra force on the blocks.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Here. All right. Now, fold on that right hip. Good. You're going to have that back leg come all the way around towards the street side. Good. Box block. All right. And it's going to be that same beginning move. Grab, chop, grab, punch. Fold. Do on the other side. Box. Good. All right. You're going to slide your feet together. Good. Slide back out, left side four balance. Scoop block. Out. Kick. Punch. Scoop block. Out. Kick. Punch. Fold on the left hip, almost as if you're here, grabbing somebody's shoulder and driving kick into them type of thing. Yes, sir. Out. Let's see. Fold on the left hip. All right. You're taking that back leg all the way around here. You're going to chamber for a side kick. Land. Pseudo. All right. Same thing here. Fold back. Pseudo. All right. Now you're going to do a closed hand pseudo coming all the way around towards the weapons wall. Closed hand pseudo towards the street side. And then back in the one-yo position. And end.
So this technique is a block, and what is this supposed to be doing?
This is a box block right here, all right? And this ends up setting up that hand that's up top for that chop. So you're going here. When you grab, this opens up, and you bring me in towards you to throw that chop, all right?
So this isn't technically doing anything, it's just getting ready to do something?
Ready to do something on this kata.
And so as I come up, you're punching me or something. I'm going to do this, grab, pull in, push out.
Yes, sir.
The next form that we're going to go over is what I pronounced, and I probably pronounced it wrong growing up, is Pasai, and they call it
Basai.
Basai. And what is the meaning of this form?
Fortress.
Fortress.
Cool meaning. Real cool meaning.
So that last form was the form for him that was a really important form that got him into martial arts. This one was that one for me. So let's see how it's different. I'm going to show this clip right here of the exact same form that we're about to do because of three reasons. One, to show the differences between how I used to do it here in my third degree black belt test compared to what we're about to do in the next clip. Two, to show you that I wasn't always as bad as I was in that first clip as me as a white belt. And three, look at how crazy it is. Right now, we're going on October 2024, and the last time I did this form was literally 20 years ago, almost to the exact date. That's pretty crazy.
Start off going here. Good. Bend our leg. Go up towards the hip. And what we do is we get on the balls of our feet and slowly lean forward. Catch ourselves, Kia. Good. Now, our back leg's going to come across. Fold for a scoop. Good. Scoop. Good. Pivot. Scoop. Scoop. Good. Now, we're going to take this leg all the way over. We're going to do an outside-inside block with the other hand. We're going to have a right hand come across. Good. And then scoop with the other hand now. Good. Now, shift into a horse stance towards the mirrors. Good. We're going to press. We don't want to just do this. All right. We want to put some effort into it. All right. So if you breathe in, you're tensing up your muscles, having that tension with it.
And it's really cool.
And it's really cool. It makes it look really cool. Punch. shift into a 4 balance, scoop block. Punch, 4 balance, scoop block. Punch, last time, scoop block. We're gonna do a Japanese pseudo, sliding forward here. This one's folding here on your hip, out. Good, 1 forward, 1 back. Good, Kia. All right, now, shift into a 4 balance. We're doing our X block here. We're gonna fold on our left hip, come around, side kick, land, pseudo. Good. Hands go up. Hands go in chamber as our right leg goes up, land, double punch, left out, switch. Back leg comes across. We're gonna go into 4 balance. Groin grab, back fist, all right, pulling it out, all right. Left hand goes under, out. We're gonna do a rear leg crescent kick, hitting. Good, land, here, all right. So we're doing like a scoop block, low block, all right. Fold, block, good. Now, left hand's going under again. Good. Back out this way. Now we're gonna do a rear leg crescent kick over this side. Land, block, same way, block, block. Shift that right leg back, fold on the right hip. Good. Front kick, land, double punch, all right? Bring it back, same thing the other side. Kick, double punch, good. Shift around, scoop block, good. Scoop block, Japanese pseudo, walking towards the street side, Japanese pseudo, walking towards this corner and over here, good. And end. Here, and then end.
So close. I love it. I still love that form.
Now, even Jun Ree changed some of his forms, different from the books here and there, little moves. But no, I just found it interesting, you know, how much it can vary from school to school.
It's just like a story that's been told.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
slowly the details change.
Exactly.
Like, say for instance, I mean, it's so little things, but whenever you come across, we had like a more aggressive, I see like you're very traditional in like, this is the movement and this is the thing, where we were a little more wild. So like at the very end, we're doing, bah, 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 like we're doing it really fast.
A lot more
really
flashy.
hard, a lot more flashy. And we were doing here, inside outside block, strike down, inside outside block, strike down. Also on the kick, it was an elbow, then 1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
There, obviously, yeah, 1, 2, 3. And so it's just those tiny little things like that. But overall, it's very similar.
Awesome. Well,
It's
good.
beautiful doing it.
It's a really nice kata. That's our black belt form, first black.
Oh, that's the first black?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garza.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you working with me in this entire month. We're coming to the end of it. And I guess on my next journey going forward, as I go to other future Taekwondo schools, do you have any advice on my journey and also working with kids in the future? Anything you say, something that you took on your journey as a martial arts instructor?
A lot of the kids, they have their bad days too. They'll come in, long day at school or something. Sometimes they do need that discipline, but other times, watch and just feel them out. You know, if it's a bad day for them, talk to them. You know, be someone there as a mentor as well, not just here I'm going hard all the time. You know, make sure your katas are perfect. Sometimes give them a break. Give yourself a break. You know, everybody needs a break. So I think that's been one of the key things I've learned.
That's great advice.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. I look forward to sparring you again one day.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. All right.
All right, see you guys.